Hello students, in this video we shall deal with 12th standard differentiation 1.2. Exercise is very big, so it will be split into two parts. We are trying to solve half of the part here. Now before going to solve these questions, you must learn all the formula of derivatives. You must learn all the formula of trigonometry because many of them will be used here, and you should also learn the list of inverse trigonometry. Some formulas will be used over here. So trigonometry, inverse trigonometry, derivatives, and then its application. So let us start with the first question. Find the derivative of y equal to fx using the inverse function x equal to f inverse y. If y equal to f of x, x is f inverse of y. So this is y given in form of cube root of x minus 2. We can solve it directly also. Dy by dx can be solved directly, but we have to use the inverse function, and for that the formula is dy by dx equal to 1 upon dx by dy. So we have to convert y equal to fx in terms of x equal to f inverse y, then find its derivative with respect to y and then solve. So dy by dx equal to 1 upon dx by dy. Now see, this is a complicated for y, we have to convert it to x. How to convert? Taking cube on both sides, this cube root will be avoided. So we get y cube equal to x minus 2. From here we get x equal to y cube minus 2, y cube plus 2, minus 2 on left hand side. So we have obtained x in terms of y. This is the inverse function. Now we want dx by dy. So differentiate both sides with respect to x. I write derivative of, or let us interchange the terms. X is equal to y cube plus 2. X equal to y cube plus 2, and now the derivative dx by dy is equal to 3y square, and derivative of 2 is 0. Using this value of dx by dy here, we will get the solution as 1 upon 3y square. So this is the answer. Now in place of y, we can substitute the value of this, and this can be written as 1 upon 3 in place of y, cube root, that is x minus 2 raised to 1 by 3, and its power 2, and so the answer will be 1 upon 3 times x minus 2 to the power 2 by 3. So this is first answer. Let us go for the second one. Y equal to e raised to x minus 3. We take 3 on left hand side. We can write e raised to x equal to y plus 3. To convert it to x, taking log on both sides, we will get x log e, but log e is 1, is equal to log of y plus 3. Or we can use the formula of logarithm, a raised to x equal to b, then log of b to the base a equal to x. So log of y plus 3 to the base e is equal to x. We don't write this e. So this is x in terms of y. Now we find dx by dy. What is derivative of log? Is 1 upon y plus 3. Chain rule, derivative of y plus 3 is 1. So this is dx by dy, and we use this in the final answer. So dy by dx will be equal to 1 upon dx by dy, that is 1 upon y plus 3, and 1 upon y plus 3 will be equal to y plus 3. And what is y? Is e raised to x minus 3 and then plus 3. So it gives e raised to x. So derivative of this function is e raised to x using the inverse. So I hope this method is clear to you. There are some 8 to 10 questions given in the book. We can practice those. Second question. find the derivative of inverse function. Now this is function y equal to x into 7 raised to x. The inverse function will be x in terms of y. X is equal to f inverse y, and we want derivative of that function, so we have to find dx by dy. Since inverse x is a function of y, dx by dy can be written as 1 upon dy by dx. Dx by dy is 1 upon dy by dx, and from here we can find dy by dx by product rule. So what do we get? 1 upon, what is dy by dx? This is u into v. What is the formula? U into derivative of v is 7 raised to x log 7 u derivative of v plus v into derivative of x is 1, and this can be written as 1 upon 7 raised to x common x log 7 plus 1. So this is dx by dy. Now the second question, similar, we can write dx by dy equal to 1 upon dy by dx. Now this is y. What is dy by dx? Derivative of x square is 2x, and derivative of log x is 1 upon x. Solving this, we can write cross multiply 2x square plus 1 upon x, and this denominator x will go in the numerator, and we can write this as x upon 2x square plus 1. So dx by dy is x upon 2x square plus 1. So this is question number 2. Now students, in question number 3 I have taken 3 types of questions together. We shall see all these questions. We shall see the formulas used here and the method how to solve. So first one is cot inverse of 4x. What is derivative of cot inverse? So we denote this as y equal to cot inverse of 4 raised to x. Derivative of cot inverse is, what is it? Minus 1 upon 1 plus x square. But in place of x we have 4 raised to x here. So we have to use the chain rule. Into derivative of 4 raised to x is 4 raised to x log 4. Derivative of a raised to x is a raised to x log a. And this can be written as minus 4 raised to x log 4 upon 1 plus, either we can write 4 raised to x whole square, or we can write this as 4 raised to 2x. This is dy by dx. This was first question in the third example. Now the second, we can write y equal to sine raised to 4 of sine inverse. Can we write this as sine of sine inverse root x whole raised to 4? Sine raised to 4 can be written as this complete term to the power 4. We know sine and sine inverse will get cancelled, and we get root x to the power 4. Root x is x raised to 1 by 2 to the power 4, and that is equal to a raised to m whole raised to n. A raised to m into n, half into 4 is 2, and then we find the derivative dy by dx. Derivative of x square is 2x. So this is question 2. Let us go for the third one. In the third question we have cosec inverse. Now formula of inverse function. This is 1 upon cos phi raised to x. We can convert it to cos phi raised to x reciprocal, and we take reciprocal of cosec. Reciprocal of cosec is sine. So cosec inverse can be written as sine inverse of, and we take the derivative, we take the reciprocal of this, cos of phi raised to x. Is this clear? Reciprocal of cosec inverse is sine inverse, and reciprocal of this is cos phi raised to x. What formula we have used? cosec inverse of 1 by x is equal to sine inverse of x. So using this we are getting this step. Now this is sine inverse, this is cos. Can we convert cos into sine? Complementary function 90 minus. So it is sine inverse of sine pi by 2 minus 5 raised to x. Sine 90 minus theta is cos theta. Now this sine inverse sine will get cancelled and we get pi by 2 minus 5 raised to x. This is y. Now we differentiate with respect to x. Constant pi by 2 derivative 0 minus derivative of 5 raised to x is 5 raised to x log 5. Clear? So let us solve question number 4 now. Now here we have a formula for 1 minus cos 2a. What is 1 minus cos 2a? It is 2 sine square a, half angle formula. If this is 2a, we get a here. If this is cos of x square, we will get half of x square. Let us see what do we get. So question number 4, y equal to cos inverse root. What do I write inside the root? 1 minus cos 2a is 2 sine square a. So 1 minus cos x square is 2 sine square x square by 2. This is x square. So x square by 2. 2 times sine square x square by 2 upon 2. So this 2 gets cancelled and we get cos inverse of. Now square and root will get cancelled. So we get sine of x square upon 2. Now this is cos inverse, this is sine. So we can convert this sine into cos as cos inverse of cos pi by 2 minus x square by 2. Is this clear? And the next step I write here at the top. See what do we get? Cos inverse cos gets cancelled. So y equal to pi by 2 minus x square by 2. And now the derivative. So dy by dx is constant pi by 2 derivative 0 minus 1 by 2 is a constant and derivative of x square is 2x, 2 gets cancelled, and so answer is minus x. This is question number 4. Let us start question number 5. Tan inverse y equal to, what is it? Again we have to use formula of trigonometry. 1 plus cos a. 1 plus cos a is 2 times cos square a by 2. X by 3 upon 2 will be x upon 6 upon. This is sin a. Sin a can be written as 2 sin a by 2 cos a by 2. So this is 2 sin x by 6 cos x by 6. This 2 gets cancelled. 1 cos gets cancelled and we are left with tan inverse of cos upon sin is cot of x by 6. Again we see here this is tan inverse and this is cot. Can we convert this cot into tan, complementary function? So tan inverse of tan pi by 2 minus x by 6. Tan inverse tan will get cancelled and we get pi by 2 minus x by 6. This is equal to y. Now we differentiate this with respect to x. So dy by dx is equal to, this is 0, derivative of constant, minus 1 by 6 is a constant and derivative of x is 1. So this is the answer for 5th question. Read the 6th one. Again tan inverse y equal to tan inverse. Now see, this is 1 plus sine 7x. 1 plus sine 2a is cos a plus sine a whole square. So denominator becomes cos 7x by 2 plus sine 7x by 2 whole square. Now for cos 7x we can use 4 formula of cos 2a. There are 4 formula for cos 2a. Of that we use the first one, cos 2a equal to cos square a minus sine square a. In place of 2a we have 7x. So what do we get? Cos square 7x by 2 minus sine square 7x by 2. So trigonometry formulae we must learn very properly. Then only we can solve all these questions. Tan inverse. Now this is like a square minus b square. What is a square minus b square? So we get two brackets. Which one? Cos 7x by 2 plus sine 7x by 2 into cos 7x by 2 minus sine 7x by 2. Is this clear? A square minus b square is a plus b, a minus b, upon the denominator is cos 7x by 2 plus sine 7x by 2 whole square. So one bracket with plus will get cancelled and we are left with tan inverse cos 7x by 2 minus sine 7x by 2 upon cos 7x by 2 plus sine 7x by 2. Now see, remember this step. When we have terms of cos and sine in the numerator and denominator, one is plus, one is minus, what we do is we divide each term, numerator as well as denominator, by cos 7x by 2. So dividing numerator as well as denominator by cos 7x by 2, we get 1 minus tan 7x by 2 upon 1 plus tan 7x by 2. Now students, this is again a trigonometry formula. 1 minus tan a upon 1 plus tan a is tan of pi by 4 minus a. In place of a we have 7x by 2. So tan inverse tan will get cancelled, and the next step we write here at the top. What do we get? Pi equal to pi by 4 minus 7x by 2, and so derivative dy by dx will be, derivative of constant is 0, minus 7 by 2 is a constant, and derivative of x is 1. So understand these steps properly, learn this formula well so that we can solve these questions of derivatives involving inverse trigonometry. Now let us go for the next question. Questions 7 and 8, students, they are based on some important formula. The formula says a cos x plus or minus b sin x if there is one term of cos x, other term of sin x, and in the root denominator we have root of a square plus b square. Then see, we get this one term a upon root a square plus b square, and here we get b upon root a square plus b square. Now what do we get here? Let us draw a right angle triangle with one side a and other side b. We shall see hypotenuse is root of a square plus b square. So this is the relation. If we consider this angle theta, then this is adjacent side upon hypotenuse, this is opposite side upon hypotenuse, and instead of this, if we consider this angle as theta, then it is opposite side upon hypotenuse or adjacent side upon hypotenuse. So in any case, if one of them is cos theta, the other is sin theta, and if first is sin theta, then the other is cos theta. We will be using this for question number 7. Let us go to question number 7 now. Y equal to cos inverse. Now see, denominator is 2. This is root 3 cos x minus sin x, we can write 1 sin x. Now can we see root 3 square plus 1 square? Root 3 square is 3, 1 square is 1, 3 plus 1 is 4, which is equal to 2 square. So the earlier formula which we had seen, we get it here. We can write this as cos inverse of root 3 upon 2 cos x minus 1 upon 2 sin x. Now since this is cos inverse, we would like to convert this in terms of cos, and we know the expansion cos of a plus b is equal to cos a cos b minus sin a sin b. Again we need trigonometry formulas. So if we write this value as cos theta, this value can be written as sin theta, and so this becomes cos inverse of cos theta cos x minus sin theta sin x, which we write as cos inverse of cos a cos b minus sin a sin b is cos of a plus b. We write this x plus theta, cos inverse cos gets cancelled, and we get x plus theta, where theta is a constant. Theta is some constant angle. So y equal to x plus theta, and so derivative dy by dx is equal to 1. Note, answer is 1 here